Greetings, I'm Dr. Sean Reed, author of The Dating Toolbox. And one of the central theories of my book is that male and female brains are constructed differently. Men are primarily use gray matter and women use primarily white matter. And what this means is that we think and we process information and we essentially function in fundamentally different ways. The female brain is primarily process-oriented, while the male brain is what I call problem-solution-oriented. And these are both evolutionary changes. They took about 190,000 years to develop, and they exist today. And unless you understand these fundamental differences in how the male and female brain works, your dating life is doomed to failure and despair, okay? So I'd like to give a couple examples of that today. One is women and men keep score very differently, okay? A man will go out and buy his wife a $70,000 Lexus and sit back and think, okay, I'm set. I just won 50 love points. I don't really need to do anything for the next 6 months. Unfortunately, women do not keep score the same way. Buy yourself a diamond ring, buy her expensive car, you get 1 point, okay? And what I'm here to tell you is that there are easier, much less expensive ways to rack up love points. And when I talk about love points, I'm talking about something called interest level, okay? If a woman has an interest level, say 92 on a scale of 1 to 100, she's pretty much madly in love with you. Your life is going to be good. You're not going to fight. You're not going to argue. Your sex life is going to be fantastic. On the other hand, if a woman's interest level is, say, around 55, 58%, you're going to have problems. She's going to fight with you. She's going to argue with you. She's not going to want to have intimacy with you. And once that interest level drops below 50%, she's gone. And that's, of course, why 70% of all divorces are filed by women. So I'm going to give you an example of an easy way to rack up what I call love points. One of those ways is when your wife or your significant other comes home to talk about her day, okay? And I know a lot of you are rolling your eyes. You're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to have to listen to her talk about her day. You do, okay? But think of it this way. It's a very easy way to rack up love points. And all you got to do is listen. So, as I said, women's minds are process oriented, while men are problem solution. And that's when we run into a problem here. A woman will come home and she'll want to talk about her day. What men need to understand is this is just a way that women process their ideas, they process their thoughts. Very often a woman already knows what she's going to do, but by her talking about it is her way of working through her decision-making process. Okay. On the other hand, when men hear a woman going through her problems of the day, what do we want to do? Well, we want to solve problems. We're men. We're problem solvers. Okay. So what will happen is she'll start talking and we'll jump in to try and solve her problem. And the woman becomes very annoyed when you do that. Don't do that. Okay. She pretty much has a good idea already what she's going to do. Like I said, her talking about it is just her way of working through the process. So all you need to do is when she comes home to talk about her day is listen and keep your mouth shut. Let her go through the process. Let her come to her own conclusion. Just sit back and listen. Nod your head and stay silent. Let her do that and she will love you. You will automatically win 1 point. Now, 1 point doesn't seem like a lot, but if you do that every day over a month, you've won 30 love points, okay? So this is just an example of how differently the female and the male mind work, yet if you're a male and you understand this, you can rack up love points very easily and keep a woman in love with you.